Hello everybody, I am Natalia Falagan and I am a STEM ambassador. I'm very happy to be with you today answering your questions on urban agriculture and sustainable food production. I work at Cranfield University trying to find solutions to food waste in fruit and vegetables. I also work on urban agriculture, making sure that the fruit and vegetable that you produce in the cities, in your home, in your allotment, is safe and nutritious. So I have some of the questions you've sent. Thank you very much for these. And I'm going to try to answer. Question 1. Can people do more to grow their own food at home? How can we do this? So I think so. Sometimes we think that growing food at home is going to be really difficult or that we need a lot of space, but it's not really like that. You can begin maybe with some herbs in pots, and the only thing you need is some seeds placed with light and water, and that's it. And if you have like maybe more space, you want to grow onions and garlic, they are kind of easy to grow. And in the summer, you can take advantage of the weather and grow some berries, like for example, strawberries. So you will see that it's very rewarding to grow your food and eat it. And I just think you should give it a try. Question 2. Do you think more food will be grown in cities in the future? Yes, I think so. More and more people are now living in cities than in rural areas, and it's more sustainable to have the production close to the place that people are living. So I don't think it's going to be exclusively grown in urban environments, in cities, but I think it will be a help for the traditional farming. So yes, I think we will grow more and more in cities. So question 3, why is there so much plastic packaging used for fruit and vegetables? Why are some vegetables sold without packaging and some with? This is a bit different from the previous questions, and it's really interesting, and it is a hot topic. I want to make clear that packaging is not the same as plastic. Packaging can be made of any material. It doesn't need to be plastic. And packaging is important because it protects fruit and vegetables from being heat or get contaminated during the transport and taking it home, etc., etc. So packaging is important, but it doesn't need to be plastic. Okay, so we are working in my university and other research centers and industry to find alternatives to plastic, so they are more sustainable and eco-friendly, because we know that plastic is creating a very big environmental harm nowadays because we have too much and it's not easy to degrade. So just remember that packaging protects our food, and then it doesn't need to be plastic. So we are working to find alternatives. And why are some vegetables sold with and some without? So it depends. So for example, if you go to a farmer's market, you will see a lot of fruit and vegetable without packaging. It's because the transport is shorter and the quantities they have is smaller, so they can take care of fruit and vegetables in a very nice way. But if we have like very big quantities of fruit and vegetables and we need to transport them across oceans, they need to be protected. And also it depends on the supermarket, on the consumer demands, etc. So this is a very extended topic that we can discuss any other day if you want. Question 4, what are you doing to help to reduce food waste? So as I was saying before, in my university and other places, we are designing packaging solutions to protect fruit and vegetable, but in a sustainable way. We also develop storage strategies, so our food doesn't go like moldy and soft quickly, so it lasts longer, so we can control this. And we also try to go to events like these and explain people what they can do at home, etc. Question 5, what can we do at home to reduce food waste? This is a really good question, really interesting, and there are a lot of things we can do. The first thing I would say is plan your meals. Don't go to the supermarket and just buy whatever you think. Just plan your meals and buy exactly the quantity and the products that you need for those meals. Also, you need to learn where to store your fruit and vegetables or any other food at home. Okay, so some products are going to be better in the fridge, some other are going to be better outside the fridge, and that's important to know, because if you do it the other way around, they are going to get damaged. Another thing you can do is check the use by and best before dates and organize your meals around that. Those are little tips that will help you make the most of your shopping, of your groceries. We have another question here, is which subjects did you study at school? So at school I studied like a variety of subjects, but the ones I remember the most were maths and physics, because I used them later on because in my engineering undergrad. And then biology and chemistry, that's what I'm using right now the most, and it helped me a lot studying them at school. I really enjoyed those. Another question here is, what's the favorite part of your job? I'm a very curious person, so I think the part I enjoy the most is being in the lab, doing my experiments and check the results. Not every day we have a good result or an interesting result, but the feeling that we have when there is a good result in the team is really good. It's really nice. So I think like doing the experiments and checking my results. And the last question I have here is, what did you want to be when you were little? So I wasn't sure the area I wanted to study or I wanted to work, but I always imagined myself in a lab coat in the laboratory, like doing experiments. So I think when I was little, I thought that I would like to be a researcher and do experiments that. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'm very happy to be a STEM ambassador. We are a large network of volunteers, and we are happy to support your school. So if you need any of us to collaborate with your school, please check the STEM Learning website, and you can request one of us there. Thank you very much.